Now imagine this. You stop by CVS or your local Walgreens to pick up a few things. Maybe you grab some medicine or a few quick snacks. Okay, who goes to CVS or Walgreens to get snacks? Because those joints are marked up way too high. Can I get a witness in the comments? You swipe your card, punch in your PIN, get your outrageously long receipt. Nothing unusual. You head out, finish your errands, and later that night, you happen to check your bank account and realize that hundreds or maybe even thousands of dollars are gone. And then you start thinking, did somebody hack me? Was it online? Absolutely not. Everything happened right at that store when you were checking out and you didn't even see it. And what's even worse than the scam is how hard it is to spot because it's almost invisible. So stick with me because later in this video, I'm going to show you real images and video footage of how scammers are pulling off one of the biggest cons in history at CVS and Walgreens around the country. So here's the thing, across the country, people are walking into stores like CVS and Walgreens every single day, just like you and me. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not clicking on any scammy links or answering any weird text messages. They're just checking out. But lately, some of them are finding out a day or two later that money is mysteriously disappearing from their bank accounts. Now, if this is your first time here, you're probably wondering, who am I and why am I even talking about this? I'm Boyd Clewis, also known as Sherlock Homie. I'm a cybersecurity expert, author, and speaker. But more importantly than that, I've spent years helping companies protect payment systems from real-world attacks, just like this one. When banks, retail chains, and payment networks need help figuring out these scams are happening, I'm the one they call. And when I break down these scams on this channel, I'm not guessing. I'm telling you exactly what's happening in the industry. I'm pulling from real conversations I've had with fraud teams, payment processors, and companies on the front lines of this stuff. So when I say this is one of the sneakiest scams I've ever seen at the checkout counter, I mean it. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works, starting now. All right, cyber heroes, so you're probably wondering, how is this even possible? How is people's information being stolen? You are looking at it right here. This is what you would typically see in a typical checkout location at a Walgreens or CVS. The question is, can you spot the skimmer? Chances are you can't. I am almost certainly you can't by looking at this. But this is exactly what the scammers are hoping you don't see it because it is invisible to the naked eye. There's a couple attack vectors as they typically use with a payment checkout kiosk like this. Number one is they will replace the entire overlay with a device that is called a skimmer overlay that is going to copy your card information. Number two, what they can also do is replace the actual keypad itself. They will literally just insert a fake keypad right there and copy everything that you enter into this payment terminal. So this is exactly what a skimmer overlay looks right here, y'all. They're going to place this on top of the payment device so you would not know it at all. This is why this scam is invisible to the naked eye and why you see transactions that you didn't authorize happen because your information has been stolen. Now you're probably thinking, well, wouldn't somebody see them do this? There is an art to how these scammers actually place these skimmers, and I'm going to show you right now how it happens. And you are going to be blown away how quickly they are able to place these things in an undetected way. Now I want you to see exactly how fast this is happening, and I am not speeding this up at all. The guy is literally placing the skimmer within seconds. Why does this work so well? Because if you look at the back of the store, his partner is actually distracting the store worker so that they can place this. This is typically the way these skimmers are placed. You have one person placing the skimmer and another person actually distracting the personnel so they can do this unnoticed. Quick question for you. Have you ever seen one of these weird looking skimmer things? You ever seen a kiosk or a payment terminal that just looked off? Let me know in the comments. Did you still use it? I got questions that need answers. And if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. I drop new scam warnings and cybersecurity tips every single week to help you stay 10 steps ahead of these fraudsters. Now here's the scary part. This isn't just something that's happening at one store. It's not some isolated incident in a random city. These overlay scams are popping up all over the country in major chains that millions of people shop at every single day. Why? Because scammers go where their volume is. Places like CVS and Walgreens, they got foot traffic all day. Self-checkout lanes, overworked employees, not to mention underpaid employees, minimal supervision. It's the perfect opportunity. And once that device is placed, it can steal data from dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of customers before anyone catches on. Sometimes the scammers even come back the same day and walk away with a full list of cards and pins unless a customer files a report or someone physically inspects the machines to find out. And the thing is, sometimes the scammers don't even have to come back and touch the machine. They can get all of the cards off wirelessly through Bluetooth. It is ridiculous. And that's why this scam works so well, because the setup doesn't feel like a scam. It feels like a normal checkout, and by the time you realize something is wrong, it's because your money is already gone. That is literally what alerts you to the scam. Your bank account being drained. Now, here's something that most people don't know. Most victims don't even realize their card has been compromised into hours and sometimes days later. So how do these scammers finally get caught? It usually starts with a bunch of people in the same area start reporting suspicious charges that their debit cards are getting drained, credit cards are cloned, and they're all saying the same thing. I only went to CVS. I only went to Walgreens. So this is where the bank is actually on your side for once. So the banks step in to actually start correlating transaction data, looking for a common point of compromise. Once the bank's fraud team sees a pattern, they will contact the merchant like CVS or Walgreens and let them know there is some suspicious activity going on at your location. You need to investigate, or we will. And this is the part that blows my mind. This is the kind of fraud that can be caught early or even prevented if stores just followed basic cybersecurity hygiene. It's literally called PCI DSS. This is Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. It literally requires companies with payment devices like PIN pads and checkout terminals to routinely inspect them for tampering and skimmers. If stores were actually doing this correctly, these fake readers would be pulled within hours, not days, not weeks. But most companies don't take it seriously. And how do I know? Because I've audited some of the most recognized brands in the world, and I'm not going to air dirty laundry here. Just trust me. I know what I'm talking about. But what happens is the companies ultimately have to eat the cost of the stolen credit card data, and they eventually pass the cost on to consumers like you and I. And hey, if you appreciated this little nerd moment and you got an IT background or a little bit of tech experience, if you're looking to pivot into a high-paying cybersecurity career, especially in payment security, I want to invite you to apply for my Cyber Hero Elite Mentorship Program. I'll personally teach you how to leverage the skills you already have and turn them into a six-figure cybersecurity career without chasing certifications or degrees by becoming a cybersecurity payment specialist. All you gotta do is click the link in the description, check out the case studies, apply to join. Spaces are limited, so don't think you have all day. Okay, look, you shouldn't have to second guess every checkout machine just to protect your money, but this is the world that we live in right now. Just accept the reality. And scammers are getting more advanced by the day. If this video helps you spot even one red flag, send it to someone you care about. Your parents, your friends, your mama, your uncle, your cousin too. Or anyone who shops at CVS or Walgreens. Anyone who uses a card, because the scam works by staying invisible. And the more people we wake up, the harder it is for these scammers to win. Let me know in the comments, do you shop at CVS or Walgreens? Which one's your favorite? Did you even know that this scam was out here? It is absolutely crazy. And if you think this is crazy, you should check out this video